What is going on, housemates? Please excuse the cold. I'm clearly not so well, but try to ignore the voice. I'm pushing through. But Arsenal made it a lot easier with that win tonight. 7-1 away at PSV. What a resounding win. A result that I don't think any of us saw coming, of course. I mean, some of you maybe were more confident than I was in us getting a win. I didn't have a good feeling about this game. And of course, I am so happy to have been proven wrong. An incredible result, however you look at it. Six different goal scorers, including, of course, Yurian Timber and Ricardo Calafiori, two of our fullbacks. Martin Odegaard got a couple of goals, which was so needed. Mikel Merino had one put on a plate for him. Ethan Waneri scored a beautiful goal, assisted by Miles Lewis Skelly. Leandro Trossard scored a nice goal of his own, assisted by Calafiori. Just, I mean, there isn't really too much to say about this game. We started brilliantly. We looked so intent on playing our football and being direct and passing forward more regularly and really asking questions of PSV. And that's something that we maybe haven't seen enough of. And again, I think it does have to do to some degree with the fact that in Europe, teams do try to go at us more, right? Of course, you have to keep in mind as well that PSV was at home. Yes, the away goal rule doesn't exist anymore, but still, PSV will have known that, they needed to take advantage of, the energy and the support of their home fans and hopefully ride that wave, and get a result good enough to fight for a way through to the quarterfinal at the Emirates next week. But, it did feel like there was just a little bit more space to exploit for us. And I mean, it was incredible, man. I mean, with that being said, of course, the first goal did come from a cross, but Declan Rice did brilliantly to maneuver his way around and wrap his foot around that cross with his left foot and find Timber, who soared above his friend Noah Lang. Ethan Waneri, what a special moment. The first time that two English teenagers have linked up for a goal in the Champions League. These are lifelong best friends, don't forget. And Ethan Waneri smashed that home. It was such an emphatic finish. Really beautiful. Then Mikel Merino got the third goal in what was really just a sloppy bit of defending. The defender just fell over. It's almost like he gave up on the play, and I guess he didn't realize that Merino was right there to sweep up, and it was a good finish from Merino. And then in the second half, we scored two goals in the first 3 minutes of the second half. There were 99 seconds between the two goals. Ethan Waneri, again, some brilliant wing play, driving at his defender, step over, going to the byline, putting a ball in. Keeper doesn't deal with it. Odegaard taps it home to basically an open goal. Ricardo Calafiori, 99 seconds later, plays a nice ball to Trossard. Trossard, finds an angle and chips it over the keeper really well. Really just shows how good of a finisher he is. Then Martin Odegaard, takes a shot, which we haven't seen him do enough of. So I guess you got to give him some credit for taking the shot, man. It was straight at the keeper, and the keeper makes a mess of it, frankly. He fumbles it, and we go up, Oh, sorry, I very conveniently forgot about we scored so many goals that I was quick to forget about the penalty we conceded in the first half. Quickly, Thomas Partey doing his best wrestling impression and choking Luke de Jong, and PSV brings one back. It's 3-1 at the half, but yeah, there were a bit of nerves because it has to be said, right? Well, we'll get to that. Anyways, so it's 6-1, and then Ricardo Calafiori gets one of his own. Martin Odegaard with a beautiful pass. It's the kind of pass that we've been wanting to see from him for a long time, it has to be said. It was just one of those inch-perfect, delicately caressed Trivela passes outside of the left foot into the path of Ricardo Calafiori. And again, man, all three of his goals for Arsenal have been in, serious finishes, like really elite placement on all of them. So that's a good sign as well. So 7-1. So briefly, I will mention, of course, we were a little bit lucky not to go behind, right? Gabriel did really well to put the attacker off, or I forget who it was that took the shot in the first half, but smashed it off the crossbar. Probably should have scored, and then Perisic missed on the rebound. Lucky there. Then you think about the cross that was played in by Malacia, and I think De Jong sent his header over the bar, right? So we were lucky maybe not to go behind in the first half, but it has to be said, when you score 7 goals away from home, I mean, I think it's pretty easy to say that we deserved that win, man. It was an incredible performance, and the tie's over. It's so important that we don't have to be stressing a draw or a loss going into the second leg, and all that pressure on us, even going into the United game, thinking about the second leg, right? We can go into the United game now oozing with confidence. I mean, confidence through the roof, right? And, you know, then going into the second leg, we can rest a few key players and just enjoy ourselves. It's been so long. It is just so ironic, and some fans will say, where were these goals against Nottingham Forest and West Ham? And I mean, it's true. Where were those goals? But sorry about that. A timer on my phone went off. But, yeah, as frustrating as it is that we maybe didn't score these goals in the Premier League, the Champions League is our clearest route to silverware this season. So we have to look at this and be excited and think, well, hold on. This is looking kind of good right now, right? If we can find a way to continue scoring goals with a defense as solid as ours, who knows how far we can take this thing? Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinal, but hey, it's the Champions League, man. You never know. You never know. We've never won it, but I kind of like the narrative of us winning the first ever Champions League with this new format. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? And again, we have the foundation to do it. And remember, Martinelli and Saka should be back, at least for the second leg of the quarterfinal, I think. So look, enjoy this win. It's an incredible night for us, for any team to do this in the knockout phase of the Champions League away from home is an incredible feat. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It doesn't matter who the opponent is, right? It's a serious statement tonight from us with no recognized striker. Think about that, man. So, apologies if this has been a bit scattered. Excuse me. I'm still sick, so I'm not able to quite piece my thoughts together the same way. And that game in itself was just like a beautiful mess in itself. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed that game as much as I did, and I'll be speaking to you very soon to soak in that victory a bit more. So as always, come on, you Gunners. Peace, everybody.